NBA 2K25 has revealed over 50 plus builds, and I'm going to showcase all of them right here on this video. Quick disclaimer, all of these builds are not my own. They are from content creators who were invited to the community day. If you don't know what community day is, basically they bring all the content creators to play the game early and they get to record their footage. And I basically have all the screenshots of the actual builds. I'm going to break a lot of that down. And this is going to be more about your potential. I do have a build video when it comes to builders and understanding the builder a lot better so you can be ready for it. Check that out after this. But today is pretty much the potential. You're going to get to see all 50 of these builds in this video. If you need to see the content creators for yourself, I have a list of all of them in the description. You can check them out for yourself. Show them love and support. You know, they put their time and energy into this. And so super cool. I'm excited. All right. So first thing I want to say before we get into the builds and everything, understand that none of this is cemented and none of these builds are certified, especially not from me. I don't mean no disrespect to the creators, but they only got a short amount of time with no badge requirements. They don't know the animation requirements. They don't have any clue of anything when they go in there, and they're basically just guessing and putting on attributes that they think is going to work. So never take this too serious. Just look at it as what is possible. And that's what we're going to talk about as we see all of them. Pause the video. I'm not going to make a time stamp. Maybe I will, but there's so many builds that timestamps is going to be like 50 plus. So I'm just going to skip through all of the different builds and let you enjoy from there. Let's go ahead and check it out. So starting off with this one right here. We're going to start off with the 6'2" build. We've seen this one already. It's basically a good slasher, decent shooter, amazing dribbler, and okay defense. And this isn't a bad build. We've seen this in the beginning. Not a big deal. Now we're going to get into something where it does look like it could be high potential on certain things. This is like one of those all-around builds. The wing player with great defense. You see the steals at a 90. Again, I do have the requirements. I'm going to be making that today as well. I'm probably going to put it up in the next day to be able to give you the requirements for all the badges and give you all that information. But as of right now, as you can see, the most important thing in the game is that there can be a balanced build where he's going to be able to do a little bit of everything. His passing and dribbling, it's not so great. I mean, I'm sorry, his dribbling is not so great and his finishing is not the greatest, but you can tweak this, in my opinion, and make it good. Then we're going to go into the guard 6'7" here, and it has a 6'10" wingspan, 85 steal. The reason I start off here is because that's pretty high, and you have good perimeter defense as well. You can't go wrong with this type of defense right here, in the sense of as long as you read the badge requirements and things like that, this could be great because even though you're going to try to be a scoring guard and do all the things, you want to be able to have a two-way, honestly. And I know not everybody plays that way. Even myself, I'll make builds straight offensive. I'll make others defensive. I have fun with the game. I make multiple builds. But this to me is important because you look at the rest and it's a decent guard. Okay. The passing is pretty low if you want to be the main point guard and you're playing comp. But damn, a 91 mid-range, 85 is really strong in 2K in previous years. And then when it comes to finishing, as you can see, it has a 89. I like that a lot because I'm sure that you can unlock certain badges. And again, we got to break that down in the future. I'm going to have y'all covered with all of the best values. I actually have that video coming up next to record as I make this one. And so here's another build at 6'8". It looks almost the same. 85 mid-range, basically. The passing is pretty bad, but again, this is a wing player. He's not going to be the main passer. I don't think a 63 passing is good for any build. You want to have it a little higher because the speed of the ball is really important. So if you're just spotting up in the corner, you don't get the ball a lot. This could be okay, but even that, even if somebody's wide open and you pass it, people will get there before your pass. So it's kind of a hard thing to say. Everything else about this build, look at the rebounds at an 80 for a guard. That's nice. Okay. And then you have the physicals. Always think about the physicals. I don't see a lot of strength in this build, and it's in 6'8". That's not going to be good. Honestly, what I recommend if you are going bigger, put some strength on, because this year strength is going to help you on defense to get a little more bumpy, and for offense you could get physical with pushing people off for the dribble. So it's just something to think about. And now we're going into a 99 overall, and we're going to look at the stats. I'm liking the 98. I'm sorry, 89 three-pointer. Really nice. And again, this is all about the potential of what you could do here. I don't like the agility being so low. A lot of people don't realize once your defense is low, I can have a high defense perimeter, and if my strength or agility is low, my defense ain't going to be that great. Just so you guys know, that's kind of what the theme is for this year. So agility is going to allow you to move laterally this year. It's not tied to perimeter and all that stuff. They changed the game a bit. So you got to remember how these things work now. So keep that in mind. That's just something to note in how to adjust the build onto something. This is a really great guard when it comes to scoring. He's going to be dominant offensively, but defensively, it's going to be a liability, as you know. Now we're going with a point guard 6'6". This is what I like. This is the type of guard I like. All right. This is more of my feel when it comes to the offense and defense here. I really don't like the attributes as far as the strength at all. Like, look at how low attribute is and strength. That's agility, I'm sorry, and strength is very low, but everything else is fire. So you start off with the drive and dunk at an 87, amazing. And then all you need is a 40 this year for standing dunk to get the two-handed standing dunk, really good. And then 89 most likely could be really special. We're going to go with the ball handle, pretty high, and speed with ball, very good. Again, it doesn't have good passing. I don't know what's wrong with people. Nobody wants to pass the ball. Like, you're a point guard. It's your one job is to pass the ball, bro. Come on, man. Come on. And then we have a 6'4" guard here. Driving dunk is crazy, bro. 6'4" with a 93, bro. Like, he's coming for your head every single time. Like, you're not gonna guard this guy. I can tell you that. From the way the build is made, you're not guarding this guy. The only question I have with this build, and again, like I said, we don't know yet, is the passing and the physicals. Okay, you look at the physicals, no strength, and the speed and agility is very low. You're using all of these points for defense, which looks nice, but is it really? Is it really? So those are the type of questions I have. And again, I can't tell y'all for certain whether the build is perfect, right? Like, maybe I'll make something like this because it has everything I like. Defense, rebound. I'm sorry, defense, driving, dunk, shooting, and playmaking. But come on, man. Come on, man. We gotta check. And here we go with another point guard. These are the ones, I don't mean no disrespect to the top creators who went, but y'all looking sad out there, man. I went and seen these and I said, man, come on. So they're basically making the old builds that we saw previous years. I think it was 20 or something, where it was like short. Look at the height, man. 5'9", bro. This ain't it, bro. This ain't it, bro. If you're gonna stand on top of the key and try to right left the whole game, I don't find that as fun, right? Like, I like to be able to be versatile. And so I don't know how this is gonna work. Don't get it twisted. I love the stats, right? So you got a driving dunk at an 88. A driving layup. That's good enough to do scoop and to do a bunch of stuff. And then you got ridiculous shooting. I mean, you're gonna just shoot with your eyes closed. And then ball handle and speed with ball. Whew. Yeah, you cooking. Only thing is pass is a little low, but hey, a lot of people sacrifice that. And then you look at defense, it's like, this is outrageous. The only question I have is Pluck's going to be good. I've been hearing that Plucks aren't as strong. This build has no strength, so bodying people up ain't going to work. They have to steal. So perimeter defense, I don't know how strong it'll be compared to strength being a part of it, plus agility. This build has agility. Overall, this is ridiculous. as far as stats go. Now, the question we have for the year is, will these small guards be viable because they have a new contest system, and does height play a bigger role? That's a question we don't know until we get the game. There's a lot of these 5'9" that look similar. I promise you they're not the same. They have different stats on them. As you can see, this one, the perimeter is very low, but they have other things higher, which, you know, depending on you, he has close shots higher and speed with ball higher. On this one, it's another guard, 5'9". There's a lot of these in here, by the way. Yo, there was too many. And here goes another one, which I just don't know what y'all thinking, man. I don't know what y'all thinking. This one has pretty much well-rounded playmaking and has nice driving dunk. At a 75, that's high for a small guard like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. This thing gonna be able to bang on people. Anyways, I don't want to be negative about the 5'9s. I make a 5'7" or 5'8" player every year for fun, like a real life version of myself. So it is what it is. We're moving on. We'll talk about that in another video, man. Center at 7 foot. And this is where we get to see some juice. Now, we want to talk about centers because we haven't really got deep into the centers yet. There isn't a lot of them so far out of these 50. So one thing I noticed is that you're capable of being very good on a lot of areas, you know, but you do have to sacrifice. So for me, I look at physicals first. Look how slow you're going to be. And this is a 7 footer, so that's not that bad, but your speed is important because you got to get up and down the court. You got to try to, you know, protect the paint, contest on a pick and roll. Like anything could happen. So I love speed on centers. So that's why I make a smaller center. My first center is always smaller for the fun of being able to do a little bit of everything. But other than that, rebound at a 93 probably gives you Hall of Fame or at least gold. I'm sorry, a 92. So you'll be able to do something good with that. And then you have interior at an 82. That's very good. Passing, to me, as long as you can get break starter, I like it on silver or higher last year. So we'll see what they do with that. Again, I have the requirements. I have them on me right now. Shout out to Zach Zimmerman. And then we have this 3-point shooting. To me, this is crazy, man. First of all, I would want to get that 74 up. So maybe the wingspan a little lower depending on your rebounds. Because you see all these extra attributes. It's like, dude, I could just lower my wingspan a little, get a 3 up to like a 80 or just a 77 like I had last year, and it could be good. But stand and dunk, post moves. Look at this. I'm liking centers. I think that a big man could be fun. We'll see as we go. All right. And then we go back to point guards. Again, I did not decide. I don't control who makes these builds. I don't mean no disrespect. Y'all bugging. There goes another person. This is another YouTuber. Again, these are like a lot of videos from a lot of people. This one is kind of a little more balanced when it comes to different things. So they basically focus on not putting 99 on everything and then just spreading the things out there. So you look at how many 90s this thing has. It basically has a 90 speed, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and possibly 9. You can have 9 different things on the 5'9". You can have them all at 99 and 90 plus, which is crazy. Imagine having a build with over like 10 things at 90 because they could lower some of this. I'm gonna make something like that, depending on how the badges work. But we're gonna move on from this 5'9" stuff, man. Sheesh. All right, point guard. 6'7" looking fire right here. I love this. So first and foremost, 6'7", you can play point guard, shooting guard, small forward. You know, in 2K, you could even be I mean, my center last year was 6'8". That was my favorite center last year. I was playing Pro-Am, playing rec, and being able to shut people down for the most part. It was only like 1 or 2 like pro-level centers that would out-rebound me once in a while. But let's check this out right here. 6'7" point guard. He has a 93 driving dunk. You know that's unstoppable, especially with those little 5'9" guys. And then you got the 89.3. This is perfect. This is what you want. That's like a high rate, bro. I could do fades. I could do triple spin 3-pointers. Like, you know, with a with an 89, bless me. The one question I keep having is this pass, man. Why has everybody got it in the low 70s? Like, what is wrong with y'all? You're a point guard, bro. Pass the ball. It also depends if they're doing like park play, 2s or 5s. You know, in 5s, bro, I'm not comfortable with a 70. Got to be a little bit higher. But yeah, so then the dribble is really nice. Speed with ball, I think everybody's going off of last year. So like, oh, it's not going to work. But this year it does matter from all the confirmation that we heard or seen. And then we're looking at steals. This build got a little bit of everything on defense, man. This thing clamping people up. One thing I don't like is the strength. Again, these are the things that you got to tweak. And I would like lower down some finishing and tweak something on defense and say, okay, what can I eliminate? Those are the type of questions you got to like really go into the build and dive deep. Oh my gosh, not another 5'9". Guys, I swear this is ridiculous. The dude got a 99 free throw, bro. I don't know whose build is this, bro. What's wrong with you, dog? Why, bro? Unless there's some trick to having a 99 free throw where it gives you some new badge, which it doesn't look like it does this year. There was no badge that was really tied to free throws that were amazing. Like, come on, bro. Take that off. Put that somewhere else, bro. I mean, just give me a little bit of something else. Put up your agility. Put up your speed. Look at all the things he could put up instead of free throws. Like, look at that vertical. What are you doing? Okay, he doesn't have no driving dunk anyways. So it's going to be a layup shooting. I mean, the build is nice outside of the free throws for the most part, in my opinion. I would try to tweak some of this and put some physicals on there. I need some strength to be able to bump people. I need some agility to be able to stay in front of people and bump them. And then I need that speed to just catch up. I'm a guard, you know? But yeah. All right. 6'3" point guard in the building. Now this feels better. 6'3" unlocks all the animations you would want. And you have a 94-3. You have a 93 driving dunk, which is crazy. As long as you have a 40 standing dunk, you're good. And overall, I'm liking this build. Look at the passing again. What's wrong with y'all, bro? Who's making these builds, man? I know who's making it. I don't want to say. I don't know who's who in here. I have the list of all of them. Y'all can check it out yourself. But y'all go over there and tell me who made that build and tell them, bruh, cut it out. Somebody got to talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's check out this 6-foot point. All right, so this one right here has decent finishing. With a 74, bro, you're going to get a lot of dunks out there. There's a lot of animations that are really nice. I like it. And then 97-3, that has to give you close to the legend badge that you might need. And again, we got to look at all that and check it out. Another 70 pass accuracy. These guys, bro, I'm canceling y'all, bro. How do we do cancel culture again? Start it all up, man. 2K only. Bad build cancels. We canceling people today. 94 looking good. Steals is decent. See, again, no strength. And you really think you're going to get bumpy? I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people don't realize it. If you don't want to be good defensively, just take off strength. Take off perimeter. Don't waste your badges. You could just keep steals on. If you're only trying to pluck, like, you got to have some physicals. Because people are going to have high physical handles. And you're going to be trying to bump them, but you're not having enough strength. You don't have any badges for it. You know, that's just my personal take. And then we got a 6'6" build. This is fire right here. I'm liking everything about the offense except the passing again. I'm not, first of all, by the way, guys, I make builds that have low passing. All right. So I'm not here trying to like keep push this narrative, but it's like, yo, if we playing 5s, bro, people are going to contest every shot that you pass. And if you're a point guard, you got to dot somebody and not have it so that they're contested every play. Same thing with a center. It's like, yo, have it at least decent, 70 something. Come on, man. But other than that, it looks okay for a 6'6" guard as far as offense. Defensively, it looks nice too. The lateral, the agility is very high. Oh, so there's that. And then we're going into, and we're gonna speed this up, by the way. A 6'2" point guard, good finishing, good shooting, amazing handling. Damn. And then no defense. See, this is smart. It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my points on something when I'm only 6'2", bro. Y'all need to go guard up, bro. We playing zone, bro. Stick me in a corner, hide me away where I ain't got to deal with nobody. You know, just let me cook, man. And so this is an all offensive build, and this is the kind of build you need sometimes if that's where your team is willing to play with. And then you have another 6'2", a little bit different, as you can see. Some of the attributes have been shifted, and it does have some defense on it. A lot better than the last one. Another 6'3" one, kind of similar. They kind of taken the same builds. This is probably from the same YouTuber. Defense is very high. Look at it. They going from last year, bro. They think they're getting last year's steals. Hey man, it ain't happening, bro. I'm predicting it now. I don't know for sure. Plucks are not going to be crazy like last year. I think they're going to be actually all for a buff or something. All right, moving on to another 5'9". Bro, how many of these y'all put in here, bro? I got my little partner in crime helping me put this together. Jay, come on, man. All right, we got a 5'9". Again, driving dunk is nice. Shooting is dunk. You got the 99.3. Amazing 90+ for all the playmaking. Really amazing steals. Wowzers. This is scary. If plucks were a thing for the next game like it was this year, then this build would be outrageous. I'll be tight. The thing is, you don't know until we play the game, man. So don't judge all these 5'9s that they're so amazing. It's not. And we got another 5'9. Damn, how many of y'all made 5'9s? 92 driving layup. 97.3. See, and now this is the type of point guard I want on my team. A 95 pass accuracy. So every time he's getting open, they double him. Kick it out. You're going to get an easy bucket. And then look at the defense. Okay. It actually has high 90s. This could be crazy. I'm not happy about it because I don't want everybody to make tiny builds. It's just going to be silly. Walk around with guys my height. Like, what is going on in 2K? No offense to short people, man. I'm short. I'm under 6 foot. So guess what? Don't do it. All right, so let's get into the next one. 6'2". You got an 80 for driving and dunk. I mean, layups and dunks. It's not bad. Shooting is very good. This is the kind of like the number I go, free throws. I don't go higher than a 70, 75 maybe if I have the points, but it's unnecessary, man. And this is a decent guard. You could tell he's smart. It's like an 85 will probably get you the right badges for passing. You see right here, that's smart. Of course, playmaking is fire in here. They have a steal at an 81. We won't know how good plucks are. I could say take off all that defense, man, and throw it on something else. You know, if we test it and we don't see anything reasonable. Now, I don't even know what this is or where this build came from. Shout out to Jay for hooking me up, but the driving is weird. I don't know if they're just playing with us. I don't know if they just joking. They must have been joking, man, because I don't know what you get. And I'm not trying to turn this into a trolling review. I'm just showing y'all what's possible. But it's a defensive build. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I like the physicals. Damn. That's where they put all the points. The physicals, you're going to be clamping people up. You see these stats right here? With the physicals combined, the defense, this build could be ridiculous. But it's definitely, I don't know what are you doing with this other than spotting up in a corner. You're not driving too much. You got a 50 driving. So basically you're spotting up with a 76 at the 3. You can pass very well, but you can't dribble. So it's kind of a waste. Honestly, this is probably the worst one I've seen so far. And I mean this with all due respect, man. Hopefully y'all don't get mad at me for that if y'all watching and you made that build. Driving dunk at a 90. Let's go. Now we talking business. 93. I like it. And then layups high. The reason I always put layups decent is because when you're going to dunk, you sometimes it turns into layups. People will contest you, and you need those badges to be able to have you have physical finisher. As you can see right here, physical finisher. It's gonna let you get it, but you need strength. And this build doesn't have that strength. Guess what? It's ruined because all it had to do was get a 60 strength, get some physical finisher. And that's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Like, you got to know what you're doing in here. But that's okay. The threes is fire. The finishing, I mean, the playmaking is fire. Except passing again. And then no defense. Like I said, that's fine. You're a guard, bro. Get out of here. You're not getting a rebound on me. So get out. Unless you're playing twos or something. You don't really got to do all that if you're playing fives. And again, these are different modes, different builds for different modes. So you can't judge everything off of your play style. Another 6'3", but this one has similar actually. Okay, let's see the difference. What did they do? Oh, they did put a 60 this time. You see? See, they put a 60 strength this time? And now that means that their driving dunk is going to be having physical finisher. See what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man. Some people are smart. I don't know who. It's probably the same person, just made a different version of it. And I like it strictly because it does have everything I would want, except the passing a little bit. But playmaking is going to be nasty. Shooting at 94, that's very high. And then 94 driving dunk. I say 94 is the new meta because you could put 5 cap breakers to max out a stat and then get what you need. So it's possible. And actually they can't do it because they don't have the potential. Yeah, we'll get into all that later. Then you got a 6'4" that's ridiculous when it comes to playmaking and shooting. Finishing not so much. We're gonna speed this up, guys. I've been here a lot. Let's shout out our buddy NYC Tough. I believe that's his name. Shout out to my mans and them. He's an awesome guy. Got a 90, and this is for a center. Got a 90 standing dunk. Nice shooting. Great passing. See, he knows how to play, bro. Like, if you're a center, you need to be able to pass good, bro. And then interior is not the best. Blocking is really good. Rebounds is nasty. This build is good. I would use this. You know, like, if you put my money on it, this would be one of the builds I would use. And now we're moving on to another build, 99 drive and dunk, just for the hell of it. And then everything else doesn't look that great. And we have this build right here, which, let's see where it stands out. Good driving layup. Okay, 3. Amazing dribble. And good speed. Everything else is kind of like not so hot. Then we have a 6'6" guard. I like this. This is a lockdown. You could kind of tell more or less. It's not focused on dribbling. It's just going to clamp people up, spot up in the corner. I don't like that it put shooting higher than 3-pointers. What are you doing? Like, you can't dribble, so you shouldn't be in the mid-range. It's for, like, guards. You know, what are you doing? But other than that, it's okay. And then this one right here is what is going on. I don't know. I like the defense. It's going to be a good spot-up shooter. Passing is so low that this is embarrassing. I can't do it, bro. I don't mean no disrespect, y'all. Y'all be baking some craziness, bro. What is going on? And then we have stand and dunk, which is a 95. This got to be a center. This got to be a center, bro. Look at all of this. Post moves and close shots. This is amazing finishing. It has hardly no shooting. This is literally no shooting. So, yeah, it's definitely a center. But what? No passing? You see, bro, like, come on. I shouldn't even put this on. I should have filtered all these builds. Yo, Jay, why you sending me builds like troll builds? Who made this? Damn, bro. Sorry about that, guys. We're not editing any of my rages on these builds, bro. Yo, check it out. So this next center, this is a nice one. At 6'11", amazing finishing, 90 driving dunk and standing dunk. That's ridiculous. Then it has no shooting, so it's an inside big. You're gonna pick and roll with this, and then you have a 87 pass, which I love. Damn, it could dribble like crazy. This got to be like one of those kids that like. This could be a great playmaking center type of thing, you know. And then perimeter's high. Interior is not so high. I feel like this is more of a wing, not a center, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. 90 rebound. This could be decent. Kind of like it. It's doable. And then you got that 6'8", looking good. Again, no shooting. Wow, what's up with these builds with no shooting? This one isn't bad at all, to be honest with you. Overall, good defense, amazing rebounds. This is like it could be a center on the twos. You know what I mean? Like this would be a meta style of a build, in my opinion. Then we got a 7-1 center, a 90 standing dunk. That's all you need. Everything else don't matter. And then for shooting, it's going to be decent to spot up. Amazing passing, good interior, great rebounding. Yeah, this is a good wave right there. And you have another one with driving layup at an 80, shooting at a 78, passing decent, and then amazing defense. This has to be a wing because it doesn't have no rebounds. What are you doing, bro? This is an amazing wing to lock. This is a pure lock right here. You know? And we got another one with hardly no finishing except 85 driving layup. 3-pointer, decent defense. I could dig that. Okay, here we go. 7-footer. This build video, by the way, if you're still watching, props to you, man. You skipping through this, you missing out me raging, bro. I hardly rage, but here we are. 81. I rage more on this video than I do in all of playing 2K. I don't rage when I play 2K too often. It's standing dunk, good. 3-pointer, good. Passing, amazing. This center is ridiculous. Interior, looking fine. Rebound, looking good. Strength, looking good. That's all I care about when I think about centers. Rebounds, the strength, some vertical, decent spot up, and some type of finishing, whether you want to be standing dunk player or driving. And we got a power forward. This is a well-rounded power forward. Like, I would make this build, in my opinion. All right, we're moving along. I hope y'all keeping up, man, because we trying to go faster. 5'9" build. I'm not even gonna look at it, bro. I'm just gonna say that the 99s, 99.3, 95 handles, 94 speed with ball, 99 steals, and then 94 and 95 for speed and agility, which is crazy. That could be a good stat line, but I don't know if it'll be good. And then you got the point guard at 6'5", 93 drive and dunk, which is fire. 91 3-pointer, which is perfect. Passing is good. Playmaking, we got to see about the handles and stuff. We need the right animations, guys. Y'all need to stop worrying about getting 99s and look for what dribble animations you want, man. Every year I got to like break this down on my streams. People were like, oh, I made the wrong build. I made a 98. It's like, why? It's not affecting you. Your ball handle doesn't make you better. You just got to have the right badges and the right animations. No matter what, you should be good. But this is a nice one as far as offense. The defense is sad, but that's how that goes. Sometimes you sacrifice. All right, we got a 6'10" build. No shooting, no passing. All right, they bugging. What are you doing this build for, bro? You got 0 passing, 0 shooting. I could understand the shooting, but when it's a 25 no pass, now you just selling us out. You literally just selling us out, bro. I'm all set. And then we got the 99.3. This is a 6'3" point guard. 99.3, decent 80s for playmaking. Hardly no defense, and the speed is very fast. So we're gonna see. I want to see how speed feels compared to speed with ball this year. All right, and then we have a center, which is 6'9". That's the type of center I'm gonna make. Not this specific build, but a shorter version of a center. I make that. That's my first center that I make every year just because it's fun to be able to play on every position, basically. So it has driving hook at a 72. I mean, why have a center if you don't have any good finishing where it's strong? I feel like center should have something strong. Not all the time, but if you can afford it, go for it. It has an 83 three-pointer, which is really good. It doesn't need a midi too much. I don't know why people always put up their midi for centers. It's like, you don't need that. Passing is very low. Not sure how I feel about that. Dribbling is a little too high. You know, finishing and things like that. I mean, I would have turned up my rebounds always, keep my blocks high always, interior high, my strength high for centers. Come on, man. All right, so small forward, 6'8", 99 driving hook, they wildin'. 77-3. Low passing, low dribbling. Definitely a spot up, but it doesn't have the best defense. It has good blocking though. So we'll see how this could play out. 7-foot center, amazing finishing, like top tier, good post spot up. 65 might be passable for passing. I'm not sure yet. And then interior at a 77. Blocking. I mean, this is okay. This is passable. And then we have a small forward at 6'7". 70s. I'm not that into it. Rebound is okay. It's actually not bad. It's just a question of like speed with ball. I need higher speed with ball, man. You're not going to get away with it this year. If you're trying to dribble at all, you're going to need it. Even for a center, you know, when you're trying to rush to the basket for when they pass you a three, somebody contests, you pump fake, you drive. Need a little bit of speed. So, yeah. Another center build at 7'1". Amazing standing dunks. Good spot up. Good passing. And then interior is nice. And rebounds is nice. And it's the type of build you want. Another center at 7'3". This is the MYBuilder. This is like that MYBuilder build, man. I love it. Speed is a little slow at a 60, but other than that, I could rock with this type of build for fun. Point guard at 6'1", layups, and then amazing shooting, great dribbling, decent passing, no defense, basically. It's okay. It has no strength. I'm curious how that's gonna play out this year. We don't know, you know. We don't know if strength is gonna be important like last, where you're able to bump more, where you're able to get more physical, things like that. And we have our buddy here, Fanta. He made a video. Luckily, I got this in. 6'2", 91 layups is perfect. The 3-pointers amazing, actually. You can see he got a 79 in passing. He's not silly. He's not like these other guys putting low level passing. His dribbling is incredible. The question again is animations, man. We got to see what's popping. But this is all during community day, so we don't know. You got perimeter at 82, but is it necessary if your strength isn't that high? I always question that. You got to find out. And we have another 6'3" point guard. Kind of similar to what he just made, but a taller version with driving dunk at an 86. This is probably the craziest video I made as far as length for this channel. So I appreciate everybody that's watching all these builds and just hanging with me, man. Oh man, I can't believe I raged about the and that is pretty much it, guys. We officially finished this build reveals, over 50 of them, and that's why this video is so long. I can't believe it. I'm gonna stop now. I have a builder breakdown, which is not gonna be that long. I have the rating values, also not gonna be this long the way this one is. They should be popping up on your screen right now. We're gonna do giveaways. We got the membership going, YouTube partnership. We be popping out here, all right? So stay tuned, lock in. I love y'all. Peace.